Hi, my name is Lexis Lagumbe, Miss Young Philippines USA 2015, and you're watching PhilippineNews.com.
We're going to part this way, and we're going to follow the Consul General. Where's the Consul General?
He's way back here, man.
Oh, wait a minute. We're going. Okay, everybody, open up this little bit, and the Consul General is going to unveil the plaque.
Right there.
I know, it's all about jobs. How about you?
Mr. Ambassador, first, can you please come?
That's the ambassador right there.
Okay.
Come on, baby.
Okay, ready? Ladies and gentlemen, we're unveiling the plaque.
Okay.
I'd like the Consul General to say a few words, then I'm going to, as a matter of fact, I'm going to introduce the MC right now, Ms. Georgia Tolentino. Can you please come forward?
Ambassador, it's good to meet you, brother.
This is our MC for the day. Her name is Georgia Tolentino, and she's a very important person because she is doing a biopic of Miss Victoria Manalo Draves. And after the ambassador says a few words, I would like to invite everybody to the basketball court where we're going to have our ceremony and also our entertainment and refreshments. Mr. Consul General, if you please.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Pinoy ako, proud ako. I'll do away with the acknowledgements because Cindy has already acknowledged practically everybody. So let me, okay, on behalf of the Philippine Consulate General and the attached agencies, I would like to congratulate and thank NAFA for this important initiative that honors one of our very own, Victoria Manalo Draves.
Yes.
Yes.
Victoria Manalo Draves' story is important to us because we believe it would inspire present and future generations of Filipino Americans to embrace and celebrate their unique identity and history as Filipino Americans. Being part of the first wave of Filipino migrants who had to live in difficult social circumstances and who was not afforded equal treatment as ordinary Americans, her determination, persistence, and ultimately her achievements, being the first woman to win 2 gold medals for the 3-meter springboard and the 10-meter platform, and also being the first Asian American and Filipino American to win an Olympic gold medal, should be emulated by everyone, not only by Filipino Americans, but by all of us. The connection between the Philippines and San Francisco is undeniable. We have monuments of Jose Rizal, and we have streets named after Filipino heroes. But this is the first park in San Francisco that is named after a Filipina. It is with great pride that we unveil this bronze plaque at the eponymous Victoria Manalo Draves Park and celebrate another milestone in connection to this Filipina pioneer. May her story now be part and parcel of the narrative of the shared history of the Philippines and America, a tale to be told to future generations of Filipino Americans. She, whose very name, Victoria Manalo, means a double victory, Manalo means victory.
That's right.
I wish to thank everybody, all of you, who took the time this beautiful Saturday morning to honor this inspiring woman who connects many nations in a positive way. It is through events like this that we get a deeper sense of how people think and how they are shaped without agenda or politics marring the occasion, and giving us an opportunity to approach one another. It would be wonderful to meet you again in similar occasions. Once again, to Rudy and Nafa and to everybody, our warmest congratulations to you for creating continued awareness of the Philippines and the Filipino people. Pinoy ako, proud ako! Sorry, Roddy, but may I take this opportunity because we would like to recognize what you are doing and would like to present this certificate of recognition from the Philippine Consul General in San Francisco. May I read the following? The Philippine Consul General in San Francisco presents this certificate of recognition to the National Federation of Filipino-American Associations, Pacific Region, in recognition of its significant contributions to promoting the national interest of the Philippines and raising greater public awareness and appreciation of the valuable contributions of Filipino Americans to the progress and history of the United States of America. Presented this 10th day of October 2015, San Francisco, California. Signed, myself.
Thank you very much.
I'd like to call on Gina.
Hi everyone, thank you so much for coming out today. This means so much to the community for highlighting the story and this park. If this park wasn't here, I would have never heard about this story and known about what we've been working so hard on to spread awareness about such an amazing person. I'd like to introduce David Chu.
Good morning and mabuhay! Thank you for being part of this historic moment. And it is amazing to see the leadership of the Filipino-American community come together here in Soma, starting first and foremost with our courageous Filipino-American veterans. I want to thank you for being here. We also have brothers, our manongs. I know I saw Emil de Guzman from the International Hotel Generation. I also want to thank so many of you who have been fighting for what will come someday, a Filipino social heritage district here in South Market. As an Asian American in your California State Legislature, I can tell you what we already know, which is the Filipino American community is the largest Asian American community here in the state of California. Earlier this year, I was proud to author, along with our first Filipino American Assembly member, Rob Banta, a resolution. We had our Consul General visiting us in Sacramento to commemorate Independence Day. And our community, the Filipino American community, has done so much, and I am just delighted to be part of this celebration. We have so many community leaders. I bet I could go around. All of you have done so much to move us forward in so many ways, and I'm proud of the achievements that you have made in the arts, in our community, in housing, in politics, in media. We are moving forward in wonderful ways. So I want to just thank you for being part of this celebration. I brought 2 certificates of recognition for this opening, for those of you who helped to make this a reality. I will tell you, in the last 2 years, I've had 2 major events here in this park, and many of my friends who came to this park didn't know who Victoria Manalo was. But for the work of good Rudy. Rudy, come on over here. You had the vision, you had the heart, and on behalf of the California State Assembly, I want to thank you for your leadership of all of the organizations that you lead in helping to establish this important park. I also want to bring up our CEO from Realtex, who I know helped to support this.
Thomas?
Thomas, if you want to join us.
Sure.
This is the idea guy, this is the money guy. And again, it takes a community to make sure that this corner of our city becomes known as an important corner for the Filipino American community. So I just want to say congratulations, Rudy. Thank you to Realtex. And again, mabuhay.
Mabuhay! Thank you very much. I forgot to acknowledge our co-sponsors. First of all, I'd like to acknowledge Martin Phil Howard. Hi, Martin.
Hi, thank you.
I'd like to thank our co-sponsors, Realtex, of course, Clear Channel, the San Francisco Manila Sister City Committee, and representative by the ambassador. I also like to acknowledge the Philippine American Press Club, the Inquirer.net, and I think that's it. Am I missing anybody? I'm not missing anybody. Madam Consul, we'd like to call on
Phil Ginsberg. Phil Ginsberg.
Good job.
All right. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. I know we're excited to see some entertainment, so I'll be brief. My name is Phil Ginsberg. I have the great pleasure of running the Recreation and Park Department, and so welcome to Victoria Manalo Draves Park. It's been a really terrific week for this community and this neighborhood. Just a couple of days ago, many of us were celebrating United Play's 21st anniversary and their beautiful new building and community center. And so there's been all this discussion about how we shape the city's future, but it's so important to take a moment to celebrate the communities and the heroes who made up this city's past. And so 9 years ago this month, a lot of us were right here opening this very park and naming it after our hero, Victoria Manalo Draves. And I just met Fred for the first time, who was, come on up here, who was instrumental in leading the effort to name this park after Ms. Manalo Draves. And I think, as the Consul General said, she's not just a Filipino, although that's a very important part of her heritage. She was also one of this country's best female athletes in history, and one of San Francisco's best athletes in history, winning not just 2 gold medals in the 1948 games in platform diving and in springboard diving, but she also joined, it was 1948, the London Olympics were a great moment for San Francisco. She joined another amazing female swimmer, Ann Curtis, who also won a gold medal in the 1948, Ms. Manalo Draves won 2. But it was a great moment for women in sports and a great moment in San Francisco. And as this community continues to evolve, there's one thing that, at least we think at the Parks Department, that's so important, and that's open space and recreation. And as our city becomes denser and denser, the fight that happened here to create this park and then Gene Friend Rec Center across the street is so vital to making sure that we've got Olympic athletes and heroes and community leaders in the next generation. So we're very humbled to be here, and congratulations to all.
Derek Brown.
Always a pleasure. Okay. Hey, how's it going?
Let's go, Dave. Let's go,
All right. So, my name is Derek Brown. I'm here with the mayor's office, and I have to say I am truly honored to be here today. For myself, I grew up, born and raised here in San Francisco, and I remember as a child, I would hear stories about Victoria, and listening to the trials and tribulations, and watching how she overcame those trials and tribulations, and went on and became a champion. It's been so inspiring for myself being here in the city. And it's a great analogy for the area that we're in today, this community. Yes, it has faced trials and tribulations. However, it is rising above and working hard collectively to do great things. Case in point, Phil Ginsberg with the Park and Rec, and Park, and doing great things, working together with Rudy, with United Players, and the Supervisor Kim's office. I mean, everyone's working hard together to do great things here in the community. And when I think of the word Victoria, in many languages, it means victory. And here, when I look around today, I see victory. So I want to thank you all for having me, and let's keep up the great work. Thank you.
All right, all right, all right.
Thank you, Mr. Brown. I'd like to call on the school board member, Ms. Hydra Mendoza. Oh, she's behind me. There you go. Hello, Hydra.
Thank you. This is amazing. The one thing I'll say is our children are the ones that will benefit from all of this, and Victoria has left an incredible legacy. So for those of you who knew her well, so those of you who know her story, for those of you who believe in her and are incredibly proud, as we all are, of her, make sure you share her story with our children. And I can't thank you enough for making sure that the Filipino community stays in Soma and that we're well represented. And I just want to thank all of you for coming out. So yeah, we actually are able to close, the school district installed an arm so that we can close off the street so that our children at Bessie Carmichael can come over and enjoy this park every single day. And so I know Victoria would be really, really happy that her park is being used by our children. So thank you all for coming out and continuing to support the Filipino community.
Amen.